All right, all right.
I'm here with Karl Denson, and this is Jim Carty with the Patch in Connecticut. And we're so excited to have you come visit us at the Kate in Old Saybrook on February 11th there, Karl.
I'm really excited about it too. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, man. So you're touring behind your latest Tiny Universe release, Gnomes and Badgers. And I looked at the list of guests, and they're a lot of my faves. Can you tell me who's on there and how you looped them into the project and why?
Well, you've got my normal band, of course,
Right.
and then we added Ivan Neville and Anders Osborne and Chuck Leavell and Lucas Nelson, Greg Izor played some great harmonica on the record.
Nice.
And then we've got Adrian Caseta, from the Black Puma.
Yep.
And the Brown Eyed Horns down in Austin.
Nice.
And it's just kind of a culmination of me running around trying to figure out how to write a good song and all the people that I met on my journey.
Yeah, I mean it's been a pretty amazing journey, and when I mentor young musicians, I tell them, hey, have multiple projects, man. You can reinvent yourself with every project, and that's something that you've successfully done. Doing your Allman Brothers themed tour, Eat a Bunch of Peaches, or the Greyboy Allstars, or Tiny Universe. I mean, tell me about what drives you to have such a varied kind of presentation every time you go out.
Well, we with the way things are now, and bands really make the majority of their money playing live.
Yep.
It's really important to kind of mix it up for your audience. So that's really what that was. And then I think in the process of me learning how to write vocal tunes better, it was kind of a nice distraction to play, tunes by great writers.
Right.
And, like absorbing that Allman Brothers record, or back when we did Sticky Fingers, Rolling Stones tribute. We did a Rick James tribute at one point, and we did a Prince tribute, and it's really it's just informative to study those guys and play their music.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge Allman Brothers fan, and I got to know Jerry Jamont really well, so I had a lot of time with Greg and some of the other guys, and man, I'm sure you miss Greg too, but
Yeah.
in particular, I think there's this synergistic thing between what you do and the brothers. The brothers, in a great respect, were a jazz band, and but also a jam band. And when I got ready for this interview, I looked at you playing at Newport, and then I looked at you doing the brothers thing, you doing the Tiny Universe stuff, and what does an artist like yourself have to do to prepare for maybe different venues, different audiences, different situations like that? Or is it all the same to you? I mean,
it kind of is, and I think the main thing is we just I try to get my guys to be as literal with learning somebody else's music. I try to get them to be as detailed as possible, so that once they learn the music, then they can immediately, take the liberty to do their own thing with it. But the first thing is to not take liberties and actually really learn the music and consider it, kind of sacred ground, somebody else's song. And
right.
then you can, take some liberties and have fun with it.
Right. So, I get it's tough to interview a guy like you because you've done so much. But I have to ask, I'm like I said, I'm crazy for the Allman Brothers, and you get to tour with the Stones and Chuck Leavell, who started out in the Allman Brothers, and Sea Level. In fact, I love all the Capricorn, guys.
Right.
Is there a connection between you and Chuck when you're on the road, and like a little bromance at all, or is it?
Yeah, we totally hang out, and you know what? I'll tell you the funniest part is his wife, Rose Lane, who is a total crack up and awesome.
Yeah.
She is her maiden name is Denson.
Oh, no kidding! I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we're I'm his cousin-in-law.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Every time I try to talk to him, he wants to talk about trees, though.
For sure.
He loves his trees.
He loves his trees. I'm actually I got to figure out how to get down there and during his hunting season and just hang out. I'm not sure I want to go and shoot anything, but he does hunting. He does the whole hunting season thing and people hanging out cooking and it's I want to go spend some time on their property.
Yes. If you need anybody to like carry your rucksack or anything, I'll volunteer.
Okay, there you go.
So what do you have in the hopper in the coming months and year? Do you have anything you're going to put in the can in 2020 or just touring behind?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm writing furiously right now, and I got a lot going on. I'm trying to you mentioned that Levy told you that I'm kind of a nerd.
Yes.
About physics. Well, I'm trying to finish up a sci-fi script right now.
No kidding.
And, yeah, I'm trying to get that done. It's almost there. Got a couple more touches to work through, and then that'll be done. And I'm also writing furiously, trying to get all these songs ready for the next record, which we're going to try to put out this fall.
Now, have you ever sold a treatment or a script or anything of that sort previously?
No.
So it's a new process or a
totally.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've been working on it for about 15 years or more.
Yeah, a lot of time on the bus, right?
Yeah. And I got a writing partner like 3.5 years ago. So that he really sped up the process because he's a great writer, and so we're in the final stretch here. Just gotta clean up a couple of things, and then we're gonna start showing it to people, and then that'll take more cleaning, but it's a fun process.
Yeah. So I have to ask, what's the chances you're gonna give JMO a call to come out to the Cape, since he's not too far away?
I don't really know JMO.
You don't know JMO?
I mean, I know him, but I don't talk to him on a regular.
Yeah.
So maybe I should do that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know what? I don't have his phone number or anything like that.
I'll get it for you.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. I think I have an old one, but I can get the new one. Yeah, man. Cool. Anything else that folks should know about what's going on at the Cape or your projects before we let you go?
Well, I think we're trying to. This project is really the only difference with this project is it's way more political than what I've done before.
Yeah.
Just trying to get people to kind of wake up and be nicer to each other and not so freaking mean.
Right. The divisiveness does nobody any good. There's no question about it. We're all human beings.
It really doesn't, and I think people wanting to blow the system up. I think that's noble if it's not serving everyone, but the idea that in that process you become selfish yourself.
Yeah.
That's where I think we're headed. We're headed to this kind of mind. It has to be my way or the highway.
Yeah.
And that's not what democracy and the Constitution is all about, and we kind of need to, and the truth. We need to like figure out what the truth is, because I think we had a better handle on that 20 years ago, and now we're way off track as far as just understanding what the truth is.
Yeah, well, there's a Chinese saying, there's never too much deception. And I feel as though that is perpetrated on almost every people by every government. And sadly, I think it happens here. And, I think some states do it right. New Hampshire, Texas, they have just a matter of weeks or months that their legislature meets, and people serve a couple of terms, and then they go back to their regular jobs, being the dog catcher or a policeman or a fireman, and they're actual citizens. And I think that's the only way you're going to have a government by the people, for the people.
I agree. I think term limits are important, and I think it's gotten so weird, man. I'm telling you.
Yep. Preach it to the choir, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, this was great. I had such a ball, and I can't wait to just pop in and say hi to you on February 11th at the Cape. And musically, I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, man. Well, I really appreciate you doing this, and I would love to get Levy and JMO's info and reach out to those guys.
I will get that to you shortly.
All right.
All right. Take a look out for that text. Thanks, Karl.
Thank you.
All
Take
right.
care, Jim.
Bye.